150-ish emails landed our first client from the exact same approach as I shared previously for free. So here's something a little bit different for you guys. Around, I don't know, a month ago, I decided to launch a new SEO agency, mostly just for the fun of it, something new and challenging to work on. And the approach we're taking is we're basically going to focus on technical SEO and things like that, more so than links. We already have a link service. And we're going to work with e-commerce companies and things like that. Now, why am I telling you this? Because you probably don't care. Well, the reason I'm sharing this is because I figured if I'm gonna do this anyway, what's gonna make this way more fun is if I show you guys what exactly we're doing to land clients, and I do it in a way that a beginner can do the same thing. So not running ads or anything like that, because to be honest, I wouldn't do that when starting out anyway, because it's complicated. So when you're starting out from scratch, what exactly is it you can go out there and do? Well, the first thing that I've been preaching for absolute years now is to send some freaking outreach messages, right? Identify who do you want to work with, then email them or message them on LinkedIn or message them on Instagram or whatever it is, but reach out to them and offer value, and then ideally later on move them into purchasing your services, right? But at least reach out first. Identify who, then reach out. It's super, super easy. Anyone can get started with this. I'm not saying that you're going to send 10 messages and land a client. It's not easy in that sense, but it's easy in terms of the strategy. It's a numbers game, and it's about putting yourself out there. So I'm going to document exactly how we go out there and do that. We already started this a couple weeks ago or so now. We sent not so many, I think around 150 messages so far. We already landed the first client, an e-commerce store in the UK. I'm not going to share the clients. I'm probably not going to talk about the numbers because it's irrelevant to you guys anyway, and it doesn't make any difference. The process is the same regardless of how much I'm charging the clients. I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because obviously I've been doing SEO now for 7 years. So not everyone's going to charge the same amount as me, and not everyone is going to be selling the same service as me. If you're starting out, you probably want to do local SEO just because it is easy. But anyway, that is what's going to happen. I'm going to share the full process from landing clients to selecting a niche and our full process and what exactly we're doing. Now, there's certain things obviously I will not share. I'm not going to share the exact SOPs we're using. I'm not going to share the exact process we're using to get the client's results. But I'm pretty much going to share all of that, just not giving you the exact templates, because again, if we share templates, just like I did in the past with cold email templates, everyone copies it and it stops working, and nobody learns anything because they just look at the template and say, okay, copy this, paste this, send this to 500 businesses. And that's not how you're going to learn, right? You're going to learn by looking at the principles we're applying and then taking them and using them. Same thing with the cold email template I shared before. Guess what, guys? I landed this first client, 150-ish emails. Again, that might be wrong. I don't exactly know. But 150-ish emails landed our first client from the exact same approach as I shared previously for free. We did not use the same template. That template is overused. But we use the exact same approach, the exact same philosophy. If you learn why I do things the way I do, rather than just copying what I do, then you will get significantly better results. So I'm going to show you why I'm doing what I'm doing and a little insight into what we're doing so you guys can learn from it and do the same thing yourself. Now, I don't know how fast things are going to move with this. This isn't my full-time thing. I have other businesses to run. I have other things that I make my money from, but I will be putting a pretty decent amount of time into running this agency, and we'll do what we can and we'll see what happens. It's not entirely within our control, right? We can control that we're spending, I don't know, a few hours a day or sending 100 emails a day or whatever it is. We can control our output. We can control how much work we're putting in. We cannot control exactly whether we're going to hit the right person at the right time, right? Our first client, they just happened to be looking for a new SEO agency at the time we emailed them. That is really good timing, plus our output, plus our work. We cannot control that. So we may end up sending 500 emails and not landing a single client. We may end up sending 150 emails and landing a client like we did so far. We don't actually know, and that is a really important lesson for you guys, in that it's just about focusing on what you can control. We can't control if someone will buy for us. We can't control if we're going to email the exact right person, but we can control that we're emailing a lot of people, that we're doing a lot of outreach, that our messaging is really, really good, that our conversion process is good. And again, I'll walk you guys through it. It's really freaking simple. We send them a video, we get on the call, we ask them about what they need help with, what their situation is, things like that, and then we deliver a proposal. So I'm going to show you guys how exactly we do all of this stuff. It's not that complicated. I've been showing this and teaching this now for many, many years, but let me just show you as we're doing it again from scratch now, and maybe that's going to be a little bit interesting to you guys to kind of see how exactly we approach that all. But that is about it for this video. I'm going to create some separate videos and break down the individual processes that we're going through, and I'll kind of show you what we're doing with the email so far, how we landed that first client, and all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube or wherever the heck you're following this. And I'm going to do some updates every now and then on how exactly we're building this thing up. And again, this is very, very early days. We do not have a name for the agency yet. We literally have the first client. We don't have a name for it. We don't have a website, anything like that, because it's not that important. We can set it up at any time, and we will set that up soon. But we just wanted to set up some new email campaigns first and just see exactly how well the outreach goes. Evidently a little bit better than we expected, because we landed a first client within a week or so, and then it was like, oh shit, firstly, this person's come in as a lead, so we need to create a proposal for them. We didn't have the proposal in place yet. We had to plan out what exactly we're going to be offering them in terms of deliverables, things like that. We didn't have any of that sorted yet. We signed the client, and it's like, okay, what exactly are we going to do for our onboarding process? And we figured it out after the client paid. And then now it's like, okay, we kind of know, or we know exactly what we're doing with SEO, but we have to create all the deliverables and everything like that as promised to the client when we sign them up. So it is very early days. We're still figuring out the name, the details, stuff like that, because it doesn't matter. As I've been saying forever, just go get some clients and you can figure it out after you've done it. Go get paid, then you can figure it out. So that's exactly what we did, just because we were testing it and just playing around with our approach to who exactly we're going to target and what exactly we're going to be using in the messaging, things like that. And we've kind of got an idea on that now, so we're focusing on e-commerce stores, and I can show you exactly how we're doing that later. But for now, that is all for this video. I hope this is interesting to you guys. Subscribe, follow along, leave a comment if you have any questions about specific things you're interested in learning about as we build up this agency. And that is all for now. I'll see you in the next update video and the rest of my content on here. All right, I'll catch you guys later.